Your Excellency Prime Minister Modi, the chair of the BRICS BIMSTEC Outreach Summit. First of all, on behalf of the Government of the Kingdom of Thailand, I have the honor to express our heartfelt thanks and deep appreciation for Your Excellency's kind word of condolences to the people and the Government of the Kingdom of Thailand on the passing of our head of state, His Majesty King Bhumibol. I think your words of condolence would go a long way in helping to comfort the Thai people during this heartbreaking time. Your Excellency, Thailand wishes to express our deep appreciation to His Excellency Prime Minister of India for your initiative, in bringing about the first joint meeting between BRICS and BIMSTEC. Both groups complement each other, and their cooperation, will mark, I think, the emergence of a new force on the world arena of leading emerging economies and developing countries. As several excellencies have already pointed out, BRICS and BIMSTEC together account for about nearly a third of the global GDP and nearly a half of the world's population. Working together, I think the member countries of our two groups has the potential to lift up the economies of our member countries and to become an important engine to reignite the world's economic growth. I think the G20, in China poses the question to the world, how do we get the world economy to get going again? And last week, Thailand hosted the second Asian Cooperation Dialogue Summit in Bangkok with the participation of 34 Asian countries. The result of the second ACD Summit in Bangkok demonstrate the shared political commitment of the 34 member states in Asia to enhance the economic cooperation, trade investment in Asia in order to help the fellow developing countries during this time of a long and sluggish growth in the world economic recovery. In this connection, Thailand would like to propose that we should build on, I think, the foundation that is being laid in this first summit meeting by strengthening the cooperation between BRICS and BIMSTEC, and also with other organizations who are working together to help the economies of the developing countries and emerging economies during this the slow global recession. In this connection, we would like to propose that the connectivity between the Secretariat of BRICS in Russia, the BIMSTEC Secretariat in Bangladesh, the ACD Secretariat in Kuwait, and the secretariats, 3 secretariats of the G77 group in China, in New York, Geneva, and Kenya. I think the coalition of BRICS, BIMSTEC, ACD, G7, and China will help to enhance the momentum created by this first summit meeting. I think for the emerging economies and the developing economies to help to expand the markets for each other, when nowadays we can no longer rely on our traditional markets. And we also would like to propose that BRICS, which has initiated the New Development Bank, and also China, which has initiated AIIB, to form, I think, the first link or connectivity among the development banks in helping us to find this funding for the connectivity projects. ASEAN already has a master plan of connectivity detailing the transportation and infrastructure projects linking all the 10 ASEAN countries together. And BIMSTEC, I think today at our meeting, we have decided also to embark on a new master plan for BIMSTEC connectivity. But on the ASEAN connectivity master plan alone, no single development bank has been able, to help us find sources of funding. And with the emergence of a new master plan of connectivity among BIMSTEC countries, the task would be much bigger. So we would like to propose that BRICS Bank of New Development Bank and China's AIB form the first coalition of the development banks, and to join other development banks like the World Bank to consider how the development banks would help to finance the connectivity projects, in Southeast Asia and also in South Asia and also in Latin America. And also, we would like to ask these development banks also to help the developing countries to point us also how do we finance the commitments we made at the United Nations last year to implement the Sustainable Development Goals. Because the UN Governmental Committee has estimated that for the developing countries to attain the SDGs according to the 2030 UN Agenda Development, trillions of dollars would be required each year. And I think this amount would be beyond ability. If we are to attain this goal to which the world has committed itself, and how can we finance them? So this is the second task that we would like to ask the development banks, of both BRICS and of China, and also other development banks to join together in providing us a roadmap about how we can finance the attainment of the SDG goals. And the third recommendation that we would like to propose to the meeting to build on the success of this meeting is to consider how we can link together also the various free trade areas. ASEAN has already our own free trade areas, and we are in the process of negotiating free trade areas agreement with the European Union. And next year, we are in the last stage of negotiating the RCEP, or Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, among the 16 countries in the region, 10 ASEAN countries plus China, plus Japan, South Korea, India, and Australia and New Zealand. And when RCEP comes to being, hopefully next year, it will be the world's largest free trade area with a footprint of 3.4 billion people. And but by itself, each FTA is just like a pool of water, and it doesn't have the force or the dynamics to grow. So we would like to propose that also that BRICS and BIMSTEC together, consider ways and means how can we link the existing and the incoming FTA, both ASEAN, among ASEAN itself, and also the BIMSTEC FTA, which we are negotiating, and also the RCEP FTA, which hopefully will come into being next year. How we can link all these FTA together, these pools, separate pools of water, so that they can form a mighty river that will help to lift the boats of each of our economy and also for humankind. So, Excellencies, these are the three proposals, or I would like to say the three connectivity proposals that we would like to propose for BRICS and BIMSTEC to consider. And these are the proposals that we would like, hopefully will help to build on, this initiative by His Excellency Modi in bringing together, I think, the two dynamic regional organizations in the world. So thank you very much again. And again, Excellency, I'd like to reiterate our heartfelt thanks, I think, for your kind words of condolences to the government and the Thai people. We are deeply appreciative. Thank you, sir.
No doubt, she's a stunning woman, and as she rightly puts it, sensuality and intelligence go hand in hand. But clearly, people only see what meets the eye after her video went viral.